Congratulations.
Congratulations. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to
smash
there.
like.
That right there is now our advertisement. I'm just cut out the like, comment, subscribe. It's just gonna be that.
Dab on that bell.
Dab on that bell.
And welcome to Heat Wave. It's the podcast with no direction. Here we go.
I love it.
Direction.
I love it.
I'm facing east.
You cut me off before making the Home Alone reference, so great job.
I'm joined along with Jairus Mitchell.
Wave.
Joined along with.
Wave, Jairus.
Yeah, wave, Jairus.
I am.
I'm gonna have to Photoshop an arm on him. Brittany Saturn.
Hey.
And Chris, it's the Hutch Hutcherson.
It's the me. Hi.
How are you guys doing right now?
Hutch.
Yeah, you're not me, you're Hutch. Cool.
Loved it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know what the words that came out of your mouth were. Like was that a joke?
No.
Legally?
Legally?
Okay.
Well, then I'm calling the cops.
All right. Well, how have you guys been? How are you up to? Are you guys just
going fucking crazy?
All right. Here we go.
I looked at the calendar. I've only been out of work for 2 weeks, but I'm like, it has to have been longer than that. Has to have been. But I was also going crazy the Sunday, like after I stopped going to work on a Friday, and that Sunday I was like, oh. So.
Yeah, it took her 2 days for shit to go crazy. I was like, Brittany, it's only been a regular weekend so far for you. You would have been going to work tomorrow. And she was already just itching.
She was already done with your shit.
Yeah. I mean, we have had to look at each other and be like, okay, we're just annoying each other right now for no reason. Got it. All right, cool. We're just going to not talk to each other. Got it.
Yep.
That's good.
My favorite is we did go to a park. And we were so happy to be outside and really tired of each other's company at the same time.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds
so
good.
so
That
so
sounds real.
in that situation, do you just get out of the car and walk in opposite directions?
Oh no, we walked together.
No, we walk together.
Oh.
We should maybe try that next time. Maybe you start at one end and I'll start.
Do you
want to
get away from me for a few
and
minutes?
And then we should high five when we pass each other in the middle because it's it's a circle.
You know what? I like this idea.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's like a 2 mile loop.
Let's just
It's
put
really
our
nice.
headphones on if we want, and then
We
we
should
can
talk to each other on the phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
I like the idea of each of you walking in a different direction, looping back, and then there are other people around, and one of you just spits on the other one.
Okay. Yeah. There's opportunities for that.
Just give them like a fictional narrative.
Yeah. No.
Like that one of you is just a fucking criminal.
I mean, our goal at the beginning of the year was to do some crimes. So,
That's true.
and while we didn't say spit on anyone,
Very specific crimes.
very specific crimes.
specific
You can pick up your first domestic
Episode
terrorism
1.
charge by picking each spitting on each other.
We don't want that to be an indicator. Like, we don't want that to be an announcement that we're going to do crimes. Because that could be used as evidence for any crime that we do in this year. We want that to be like Babe Ruthing the one crime that we wanted to do.
Okay, so we need to add spitting on each other
We're
in the
gonna
park
shit
on that
in a
list.
swimming pool.
Let's do.
No, this is a living document.
Isn't that what Babe Ruthing is?
Yeah. That's where you drop a Baby Ruth candy bar in a pool and then pretend like someone shit in the pool.
Perfect. Well, welcome to episode 16. It looks like we are all getting a little toasty right now. Me and Brittany are drinking some champagne. What are you guys drinking?
Are you drinking the rosé shit?
Yeah.
Yep. We bought 2
Is that the
bottles
official
earlier
name?
today.
Yeah,
Yes.
it says rosé shit.
I'm drinking a 15-year-old I.W. Harper, which is bourbon.
All right.
It's pretty tasty.
Wow, fancy.
I am drinking George Ocean, rum cream, and Mountain Dew.
Is it in Mountain Dew?
Whoa! Whoa! I was expecting the first two.
All together?
No,
Okay,
I'm not
good.
a monster. I'm just a horrible person.
I know if the
Come on.
quarantine
She's just
changed
a
you.
coffee boy.
I mean, I knew you were going to go to the ocean, but I wasn't sure if you were expecting the Mountain Dew to hit you.
Yeah, when you go out to the ocean, you start to change.
Well, Smooth Seas never made a skilled sailor, so.
That fucking right.
Hutch is just enjoying the sea air in his hair.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Jairus, why don't you go ahead and tell us what we're talking about today?
We're talking about cats.
Cats.
Oh,
I'm so happy that this is your topic.
my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hutch, have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't.
I haven't
Okay,
either.
I'm going to buy you and Jairus a copy of it, and we're all going to just be on the phone and watch this together. We're going to get drunk, and we're going to watch Cats together.
Great.
Get ready, get ready.
He's
I'm
very
investing.
excited.
I know. All right, go on. Tell us about Cats, Jairus. Love this dead air.
Just hung up.
I thought about it for a brief second. So, me and my lady friend just claimed ownership of a grumpy old lady cat.
Ooh.
Perfect.
And this is a good opportunity to talk about kitties.
All right. We're going to put pictures of your cat up on the podcast, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
Okay.
Her name is Major Maud Katsanagi, like Major Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell.
Nice.
So her name was originally Maud from her previous owners who found her by a dumpster or some shit.
Wow.
Little dumpster cat.
But yeah, she's a good dumpster cat. And now she's getting all chunky. But apparently she wasn't playing nicely with their other cats because she just wants too much attention.
She's a
She's gonna
diva.
be- she is a chunky little diva. And it's kind of great. But she looks like she's seen some shit.
Yeah.
So she's like Maud. I could see the person naming her Maud as because she looks like an old crusty bitch, like a battle axe of a cat.
Yeah.
A cat that's just survived and seen some shit and has probably killed a man. I don't know. She's fucking great.
She looks awesome. She looks adorable.
Yeah, it's just really pretty.
Yeah. She's tiny. I can't wait for y'all to meet her.
Have you? How are you enjoying having a new pet in your house, especially with quarantine right now?
Missed having a pet.
Yep.
So we accelerated the process of getting a cat because we've been thinking about it and talking about it, but we decided to pull the trigger with the quarantine kind of being ongoing. And
Speaking of cat,
so
sorry, Frank is literally in front of us on camera right now.
Because he smells
Yeah,
the alcohol.
he
He
wants
knows.
it.
He knows what's going on. There he
he
goes.
smells the whiskey on my breath
Yeah.
from 10 miles away.
So that's something I'm worried about when we start being together again, when we start podcasting again. And by worried, I'm excited because he already smothers you because you smell like whiskey or something. You smell like man, and Frank is such a man, I guess. And and he's going to
He's got
smell
big
major
bear
now.
energy for a cat.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gonna smell your cat, and I'm really excited what that's gonna turn out. How he's gonna react to you.
He's just gonna fuck my leg.
Probably.
He's gonna try to. I'm bigger and stronger, but he's also vicious.
Yeah. You just gotta be more vicious than him.
She's fucking great, and she's been warming up and getting more comfortable in the house. And she's a shoulder cat too, which is my favorite kind of cat.
Oh yeah.
That is
So
awesome.
she'll stand on my shoulder, and earlier today she was standing on my shoulder, and I put my arm on the counter, and she walked down my arm to the counter and
Wow.
ate her food,
Oh, that's awesome.
and it was fucking adorable. But she's getting a little chunky, and my lady friend and I are both having a very hard time not feeding her all of the treats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what's
Because we're like, we went out to the store in preparation to getting her, and like we were in the treat aisle, and I bought like 10 bags of dollar treats because like there are all those little sampler packages. And it's like, I don't know what she's gonna like. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Turns out she likes everything.
Sounds like a dumpster
most
cat to me.
animals like every treat.
Yeah, she's not prissy at all. She's just like, we think she hung out with a lot of dogs because she has some weird ass dog behavior.
Okay.
Like she rolls onto her back and shows her belly when she wants like treats and shit.
Okay. That's awesome. Cat belly's
And
awesome.
she also lays down like a dog. So it's really strange.
yeah.
is she more of a chill cat, or is she like a super active cat?
She's pretty chill. She's like a little tiny chunker.
My brother got a new cat recently, found in the Walmart parking lot, and
Good place to find a kid.
yeah, well, yeah, he was just a small kitten too, but he's just been super active, and like he gets into lots of trouble. So it's fun talking to my brother, and then listening to him like start swearing at his cat because he's fucking something up around there.
Well, and that was kind of why we didn't want a kitten. Like Steph and I both don't have the energy necessary to raise and prepare a kitten for the universe right now.
Yeah.
And you know, we've got shit going on in our lives, and we'd much rather take like a happy older cat and give it a good retirement.
Yeah, also those older cats are harder to adopt out because everyone generally wants a kitten.
Yeah.
So it's really awesome that you guys adopted like an older cat.
Thank you.
Also, oh, go ahead.
No, go.
I was going to say also it's a great time to get a cat for quarantine so that she can get used to you guys before you go back to work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, it's been a great time. Like we both needed a distraction because we were also getting to that point of like, I love you, but fuck, I'm tired of only talking to you and only seeing you. So much so that when we went to the grocery store the other day, we were both just like trying to carry on conversations with the people just who happen to be around. And they're all very clearly having way too much of that shit of people just being like, hello, other human. How are you today? I remember how to interact as human.
That's right. You're a walking distance to a grocery store, so I'm sure you get the occasional like grocery store person who's just like done with everyone's shit.
Yeah, the one right by our house has been like they're pretty fine because it's mainly just people who live in the downtown area.
Yeah.
But like we went to a Walmart and the Walmart people were like, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
we do not. We are tired of all of you." And then I also got double sad because one of the cashiers was pregnant, like mid to late stage pregnancy, and I was like, I hope that nothing happens where you get sick.
Yeah.
Because that would not be good, and people are gross.
I actually just sent, like, I had an old high school friend who is pregnant. She's about to have her baby, I guess, in a couple of weeks. And she requested a mask from me, and I sent her one. So hopefully it helps. I don't know.
Did you send her one little one?
I didn't, but I have made a child-sized mask, and I had to look up the dimensions for it, and it was like 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters, and that's really small. I was like, there's no way children are this small. But I got a picture, like, they received the mask today, and they sent me a picture of their kid wearing the mask, and it fits him perfectly, if not a little big, and I was just like, Jesus, kids are so fucking small. How is that even allowed?
They need to grow into their quarantine masks.
Yeah, going back to cats, me and Brittany had a discovery this week.
Yeah.
We discovered that Beans, our other cat, is fucking heavy.
Oh yeah, she's a chunker.
We weighed her, And Brittany was just like, she might be, I don't know, 10 pounds maybe.
I was thinking that's a little on the heavy side, but maybe 10 pounds.
So we weighed her.
Is she 35 pounds?
She's 12. She's 12 pounds. And she's just a little bit more. If she was 35 pounds, she'd be dead.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's also just like has such a small frame. So that's a lot of weight for her. But yeah, I was holding her and weighing myself, and then weighed myself without her, of course. And and that was the only way we could get it.
Yeah, you've got to set the tear weight. I understand.
And I'm holding her, and I was just like, I could work.
That's a shipping joke for Brittany.
Please don't.
Basically, I was just like, I could curl her. And she would work.
Just like a bowling ball.
Yeah. But so that was our cat discovery.
I prefer a 16-pounder for my bowling balls.
I usually go light.
Yeah, I'll go light. I'll do like a 10-pounder or something.
I even go less than that. I usually do 8 pounds.
That's too light.
I want when I throw the ball that it to be halfway down before it hits the ground.
I want to throw the ball in other people's lanes.
No, okay, yeah.
I want to just follow the ball to the.
You just want to be that cartoon? Just attached to the ball.
Your face.
Exactly. Like I throw the ball backward and I just go head first into the alley. It's like the best slip and slide, except there's only certain death at the end of the. Yeah.
How did I ever tell you that I was in a bowling league?
Yeah, you were in a Wii bowling league, weren't you?
We practiced with you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You kicked my ass.
Yeah.
You kicked all of our ass.
She kicked my ass.
We should do that again when this coronavirus is over with.
Maybe we can make that a segment. We'll just have a game of bowling.
Can I have some more champagne?
Yeah,
please?
I'll give you some more champagne.
Thank you.
You have to drink champagne when you bowl.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I used to sneak in strawberries into the bowling alley when I used to work at this really crappy retail place, and I used to drink all my troubles away, and we would go bowling, and I didn't want to pay the money for drinks there because it was really expensive, so I would sneak in tall boys of strawberries.
I think you have told me you've told me this story a number of times, and I think one of them was when we were driving behind the Winsong Theater. Wasn't it that bowling alley in Winston?
I don't remember where it was.
It is.
Okay.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that one.
I didn't know where I was. I was just crushing beer in the bathroom.
Yeah, it was the one that was.
You're a fucking lady.
It's the one near Haynes Mall.
And I stole the bowling shoes.
Oh, yeah, you did steal the bowling shoes. You got like 3 free nights of bowling that way.
Yeah, because the way this one was set up is you only paid for your shoes. All the lanes were already open. So, like, we'd go with a group of people, and they would all pay and start bowling, and I would just come in later with my shoes, and I'm ready to go. But then they changed it, and they were like, the lane wasn't activated until you've actually paid for it. I think they changed the rules because of me.
I'm pretty sure they did. Well, you were also
the master criminal.
You were also stealing all of the D-size batteries out of the lights.
Out of the air fresheners in the bathroom.
Oh, it's the air fresheners? Okay.
Yeah.
What? What? Why?
He's just executing shitty heists.
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I was really drunk, and I was like, haha, what if I take these batteries out? So, yeah. I don't know.
That's the sort of petty mischief that you get up to when you're the right kind of drunk.
I don't know why I'm questioning, because you're the person who stole threw the brick that one night downtown.
Stole and then threw and then picked up again and carried it with.
Whoa, I threw it? I didn't know I threw it.
Yeah, I think you just hucked it a short distance. Not like you didn't throw it through a window.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, you just threw it into nothing, into the air ahead of us down the walkway, and then you picked it up when we passed it by it. By the way, that brick's name was Sir Walter. Because you named
jumping
it.
back, my freshman year of high school, I had a pair of bowling shoes that I bought from a thrift store that were from the 50s, and they looked like some sort of weird rockabilly aesthetic.
Yeah.
and I thought that was what I wanted to be with my life. So I bought those shoes and I wore them to school and I felt really cool. And then one day it rained and they're bowling shoes, so they don't have a lot of like toe tread.
Yeah.
And I slipped and I was like, fuck.
Did you fall down?
Probably.
Also, another question, were they haunted? They seemed like 1950s bowling shoes from the thrift store. Haunted.
And they were size 13, so they were probably haunted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big enough to house a ghost.
At least one per shoe.
Or
Yeah.
Do you think the ghost would haunt both shoes equally, or it would live in one shoe?
You know, that's a good question.
Maybe one's like a vacation home.
Yeah. Oh, Lefty's the timeshare.
You know, when you said let's go back, I thought you were going to talk about cats.
Oh, no. Why would I go back to the original topic of conversation?
Oh, good, because it's done.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
You got the social medias, we got the social medias. You got the Facebooks, we got the Facebooks. You got the Twitters, we got the Tweeters. We got the Instagrams, we don't really use that one too much, but, you know, we're on there too. If there's something else, we probably got it. You can find them all in the description at the bottom.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So for my topic, I want to... Great.
Cheers, the great disruptor.
I want to talk about movies. I want to talk about what are your favorite movies that you feel don't get enough credit? Like, what's a movie that you love that people just kind of overlook? Or maybe not love, but just like a movie that is good that you just really enjoy, but no one else really did. That's what I want to talk about. Also, I'm secretly fishing for movies to watch while I'm in quarantine. So...
The worst thing is all my answers you already know and don't care about.
Well, go ahead and tell us anyway.
Okay, well...
Speed Racer.
It's Speed Racer.
What's another one, though? You have to have another one.
Brittany, how many times has Michelle made you watch Speed Racer this month?
Not any yet, but it was suggested the other night.
That's because it's not on Netflix.
Does she just like low key, just like, oh hey, I think we should. Oh, you're looking for something to watch, huh? Have you thought about like Speed Racer?
Well, to be fair, I do the same thing with movies that I know are terrible, like The Arrival with Charlie Sheen.
All the time.
Oh my!
I try to sneak
backwards.
I try to sneak that one in all the time. Where I'm like, you know what I feel like? Let's just do something crazy. Let's watch The Arrival. And she's like, no.
And every time my brain forgets that movie exists for like a few seconds, I'm like, oh yeah, I'd like to watch the really good movie Arrival with about the species of aliens that tries to contact us and stuff. And then I'm like, oh no, she means that shitty Charlie Sheen movie.
By the way, Brittany, if you want to do some reading, you should pick up a copy of Ted Chiang's Stories of Your Life, which is the short collection that contains the short story that Arrival is based on.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, actually, I've been getting into the podcast Night Vale. I heard a lot of people talk about it. I didn't really know what it was about, but I started listening to it the other day, and it is amazing. I ended up buying one of their books that just came out in March. It's called The Faceless Old Woman Who Secretly Lives in Your Home. And
I like their Girl Scout patches.
Oh yeah, they're amazing. So I'm about to start reading that book. Just got it in the mail the other day, so but I'll put that other book on my list. But to go back to the movies, so one of my favorite movies,
Over the Top,
Waterworld. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Waterworld, and it is a really good movie. Like,
it's nowhere near as bad as people shat on it for as long as they have.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good action movie.
Dennis Hopper fucking kills it.
Oh yeah, Dennis Hopper is amazing. Another movie that I think a lot of people didn't like when they first saw it was Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio. And I thought that movie was really good. It was very suspenseful. I don't think it ended the way people wanted it to, but I really liked it.
I've been meaning to watch that. I have it locally. I need to see it.
Yeah, you should check it out.
So last night, Steph and I watched The Master. With Philip Seymour Hoffman and Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, I'm sold on just the actors.
Yeah, I mean it's an amazing kind of slow, weird film about somebody starting a cult that pretty closely resembles Scientology.
I'm on board now.
Yeah, I mean it's and I showed it to her because she's really become a large fan of the Joker, and I was like, I can't connect with the Joker because every time I see Joaquin Phoenix being that kind of crazy, I want it to be The Master.
Yeah.
So I think The Master is a really beautiful movie and well made. Underappreciated movies, there is a Sylvester Stallone movie called Over the Top, wherein Sylvester Stallone plays a truck driver who's really into arm wrestling and goes to Las Vegas to compete in an arm wrestling tournament so that he can win his own truck and get his son.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Great.
I'm down. I'm down for this.
I believe it's on Amazon Prime still, but it's fucking wild.
I'm putting that on the list. So right now, something that we're doing, we just started this last night. Actually, every week we're gonna do a community movie watching session, and last night we watched Space Jam. And, and I'm putting that on the list because I want to see that.
Yeah,
movie.
we're looking for movies that are on like any streaming service, Netflix or Hulu or Amazon, and then we just talk to each other in the Discord and watch the movie together. We all push play at the same time. So
actually, for Amazon Prime videos, I think that you can
Discord is that?
You can watch them on you can stream those. I think it's a new thing they announced.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean,
this is the moment where you plug the Discord.
It's the Heat Discord.
It's our Half Empty Energy Tank Discord. There's a link in the description. So join in, come hang out with us. And I'm going to tell you about the movie that everybody forgets on, but it's one of the best 1990s action films of all time.
Speed Racer.
No. No, this is The Long Kiss Goodnight, starring Gina Davis and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
That movie is amazing, and people sleep on it all the time.
Yeah. It's funny to see Samuel L. Jackson before he was like universally recognized as a badass.
Yes.
He was just like, because he's in a lot of ways the comedic foil in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's fucking weird now to see that, but if you go back to Die Hard 3, that's like how he broke into the action movie.
Yeah, I love Die Hard 3.
One of the best things about The Long Kiss Goodnight, though, is
fucking Gina Davis.
Gina Davis is a fucking rock star in that movie. I like
it when she yells at her kid.
Yeah. She yells at her.
Stop crying, or I forget the line, but whatever.
Also, that's what Brittany flips the bean to, just people yelling at their kids.
I mean, Brittany needs people yelling at kids to get through the day. It's that's why she goes to all the meme channels. But the last action set for that movie, it was, at the time, the most expensive action set that was ever filmed.
Yeah.
And
you told me that before.
Wasn't that also a Shane Black?
What's that?
Wasn't Long Kiss Goodnight Shane Black?
I think. Let me look. I have the wiki right in front of me because I forgot Gina Davis's name. And yes, produced by Shane Black. So.
And he wrote it, screenplay by.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah. So
who's Shane Black? I don't know much about him.
So Shane Black wrote. Let me pull it up.
Okay.
So I don't misspeak. So Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Okay.
Iron Man 3, Lethal Weapon, like Last Boy Scout, Last Action Hero.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
2, Lethal Weapon 4, or Lethal Weapon 3, RoboCop 3, As Good as It Gets.
Hey, that's an award-winning movie.
Funnily enough, I actually have
Wolfman's Got Nards.
I'm sorry, what?
Wolfman's Got Nards.
I don't know what that is.
So I might have crossed paths with him because I actually was on the set of Lethal Weapon 3 when they exploded the building that was at the very beginning of the film. Because it was in Tampa and my parents were like, let's go to the movie set.
Let's go watch the explosion.
Here. and they were letting people come and watch us explode a building for some reason.
Yeah.
Florida's
I
wild.
think he also wrote. He had some relationship to the original Die Hard, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay. Well, it sounds like he knows how to write a fucking good action movie.
Yeah. Like a lot of his shit is good and like kind of surprisingly good. And he tends to go in like slightly different directions. He also has a lot of like, he's been involved. So you know how like Quentin Tarantino got his start doing punch-ups on existing scripts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Shane Black was one of the people who would touch up scripts and like drastically improve them.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah, he's a lot of classic 80s shit.
I'm not surprised. That is, The Long Kiss Goodnight is probably like what's nice about it is it feels like an 80s action movie, but like a Die Hard level 80s action film, not like Schwarzenegger action film. Like you've got like a real person as the starring role, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super over the top.
I mean, it has its moments.
It is, but,
but the lead actor feels like a regular human being in the film.
What about you, Hutch?
I was struggling to find an answer to this one, but like first thing I thought, or one of the first one was like Tron Legacy. I really enjoy the music. I feel like it gets panned more than anything, but I think the visual style's excellent and it's really entertaining. And
I love that movie.
Yeah,
Is that the newer one?
Yeah, that's the newer one.
yep.
Okay.
It looked amazing.
Yeah, it did. I vaguely remember watching it. I've only seen it once.
The only problem I think that didn't stand the test of time was the CG version of what's his name? The dude.
Yeah,
Jeff Bridges?
Jeff
Yeah.
Bridges, yeah.
The dude.
I don't think that has stood the test of time, but everything
No.
else about that film is fantastic. And honestly, you could just, I'm not a fan about downloadable DLC for movies, but you could just update the graphics on that one part of the film
What?
and make it way
I didn't know you
better.
could do that.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
You can patch it like that
I
Cats
don't live
movie.
in a
They did
world
it.
where movies get patched.
Give us
Like
the
that happened
butthole
with Cats,
version.
and that pisses me off so much.
I need the
I want to
buttholes.
see that cat butthole.
I feel like we're touching on something that could be another topic.
Show me the butthole cut.
Yeah, probably could be. Should have made that your fucking topic for this episode.
I'm not.
Oh, Brittany, two other things. Melissa will probably... Michelle. Michelle will probably hate this. Both of these. But you should watch everything that Arnold Schwarzenegger did between 87 and 1990.
Okay.
Which includes Running Man
My favorite
and
Seen it.
Total Recall.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
of those movies are amazing.
Both of those are amazing, yeah.
Both of those movies are like two of the most amazing, mind-blowingly fucking batshit wild.
I have a theory. The Running Man is the closest thing we'll ever get to a live-action Mega Man movie.
Also to the live-action Smash TV.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's definitely closer to that, but when I was watching it, I just remember as a kid, I was just like, that's a Lek Man. That's Guts Man.
Have
Oh,
you,
shit, that's
have you
Cut Man.
guys ever seen Roadhouse?
You've been trying to get me to watch this.
No, Brittany, I've never seen Roadhouse.
Well, Michelle's never seen it, and I keep trying to tell her to watch it because it's amazing.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
What the fuck, Hutch? Hutch and Michelle, you're off this podcast.
Oh no!
We get kicked off
Like-
weekly.
But you still keep coming back.
There's a
podcast.
barrier of entry to everything. And the barrier of entry to this fucking podcast is having seen Roadhouse.
Okay, good. I'll let that know whenever we get guests.
Listen, There are only going to be 2 hits. Me hitting you, you hitting the floor.
Okay. I just pulled up a poster for Roadhouse. I see Patrick Swayze looking like a badass against the wall.
Yeah.
And then there's three separate pics. One's of a shirtless Patrick Swayze glistening in the sun. The second one is of him seducing some woman in an embrace. And then the third one is a car in mid-flight with an explosion behind it.
It sounds like a movie I need to watch.
I concur. We need to watch this.
Yeah, it used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it's on there anymore.
I'll put that on the list. Maybe that can be.
They steal. Oh yeah, no, it's good.
All right, so we have 1 minute left. Alternatively, let's talk about movies that, unpopular opinion, what are movies that everyone likes but you don't think are that great? I'll go first. I think all of the Marvel movies are okay. Like, they're good movies, but I feel like they got way too much hype for what they were.
Okay. I think you're right on some of them.
With the exception of Thor Ragnarok, because Taika Waititi brought some fresh shit to it.
That's the exception.
I think that I agree for the most part. That being said, I think the Infinity films are a fantastic ending to all of the films.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're bad films. I enjoyed them, but it's for me, it's like a one watch thing.
I don't think you can in my opinion, I don't think you can overrate the Infinity films. I think they're fantastic films.
I disagree with you.
I know you do.
I don't like that film is moving towards everything has to be at least a trilogy, and now we've like cracked open this realm of there are 75 movies in this franchise. I don't like that. I think that makes it so new screenwriters can't do things. I think it makes it so one-off films have a harder time existing.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree with that.
We don't need a sequel to A Quiet Place, but we're getting one.
I'm really sad about that. That being said, there's also good things that come with franchises. I don't think we should shit on just franchises. I think we should shit on bad ones or an attempt to make one from scratch. For example, like the monster universe that Paramount tried to make with like that Mummy movie that was terrible with Tom Cruise. That was a bad way to do a franchise. But like Fast and Furious,
the Mummy already exists. It's called Brandon Frazier.
Speaking of which, also one of not underrated anymore, but for a long time there was an underrated film.
I love the Mummy movies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like the third one, but the first two are really good.
I'm even okay with the third one.
Crazy with that.
Was the third one Scorpion King?
No, that's the second one. The third one
that was a side story.
Oh, I didn't see the third one.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, it doesn't have Rachel Weisz in it. So first of all, it's terrible just for that reason.
Yeah.
Because she was one of the reasons why I was just like, oh, yes, I'm definitely attracted to women.
She made the pee-pee the big pee-pee?
Yes, definitely. And
agreed.
I mean, yeah, she's stunning. But so she's gone, and then it just got really weird because it's all the Chinese mummies. Is that the first time you've heard that phrase, Jairus?
No, it was 100% Brittany's delivery of that joke. That made it absolutely perfect.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate it.
I hear Brittany say that probably like once every other day.
I love that phrase.
I've heard her say it before, but it was like the kind of stern, like vaguely accusatory, like, oh, it makes the pee-pee the big pee-pee.
I say that at work all the time, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get called to HR's office. They're gonna be like, Brittany, you can't.
And they're gonna use the handbook that you wrote.
Yeah, you're like, Brittany, you can't say this to all the men you work with.
Brittany, in this handbook that you wrote, it specifically references the joke. Did it make the pee-pee the big pee-pee as an inappropriate thing? Brittany, you wrote that. You put that on paper, and then you said it to a fellow employee.
Yep. She says it to a fellow employee all the time. We were playing board games. 100%. I forget what happened. We were playing some Lord of the Rings board
Michelle,
game.
You're her partner. You don't like in the primacy in the like prioritization of your relationship to Brittany, coworker is not above partner.
No, I'm not saying to me. She said it to several coworkers while I was also there. And we were playing Lord of the Rings
words
game.
of Brittany, talk shit, get hit.
Hell yeah.
It was a special night. I enjoyed
It
it.
was a very special night.
I never liked Napoleon Dynamite. I never got that movie.
Oh,
and why
really?
people
Where did
love
that
that.
come from?
Ooh.
Oh, original topic.
Yeah. I can see that. I think the first time I watched that movie, everyone was like, "It's hilarious. You're gonna love it." And then I watched it, and I was like, "I don't get it. Like, what's funny about it?" It took me a couple of tries, and then I feel like even then, maybe I was forcing it because I wanted to fit in.
It's no Nacho Libre.
Yeah, it's no Nacho Libre, but
I heard every quote from that film like a long time before I actually watched it. Then I watched it, and then I started to question the comedic value of my friends' opinions.
I actually saw that in theaters, and I was at the time I was like, "That's okay."
I saw it in
Brittany,
school. My teacher was like, if you skip class, I'm showing this film in my class, so if you can get out of your Spanish class and come and watch it, I'll let you in. So I was like, okay.
Okay. Good old Sparta.
Here's an admit one ticket. The third period.
I have one last movie that I just remembered that you need to watch, and it's available on YouTube.
Ooh, in 16 parts?
No, in one part, because that's how fucking old and strange it is. It's a movie from 1988 called The Wizard of Speed and Time.
Ooh, I'm interested.
Okay. What's it about?
It is
About a wizard.
about a special effects artist and his fight with an evil film company.
All right.
All right, I'm going to write this down.
And it's written and directed by a special effects artist.
Great.
Okay.
So it's like one of those weird semi-autobiographical stories.
Perfect.
All right.
I love it.
Well, I'm in. All right. Well, I hope everyone at home made a list.
I know I did.
All right. Well,
I just sent it to you on the internet.
Perfect, I just got it. The internet is amazing.
all right. Well, guys, we'll
Yeah.
see you on the next segment. Bye.
Bye.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Want to see us perform live? Use that big brand of yours and follow us on Twitch. We do things live there sometimes.
Hey guys, welcome back. So I woke up this morning and I had the most glorious
Feeling
notification.
like P. Diddy.
Yes. Washed my teeth with a ball of Jack. And then I created a new then I created a new social platform for losers. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Dish or non-Diddy, man. Watch out. He stopped Godzilla. Are you sure you want to dish
I
on
mean,
Diddy?
it is technically punching up, so that should be comedy, but I don't think it is.
I was making fun of TikTok for a second there. But back
Oh.
to
Wait, weren't you pro TikTok?
yes, but there's also a lot of cringe on there, man.
Jerris, you made him pro TikTok. He said one thing nice about it, and you were like, we're gonna argue.
I need an antagonist, damn it.
That's what I do. I back people into a corner when they say things, and it might be a flippant thing that they don't mean, but then I interrogate it, and they like lock down into that mode, and I just can't. I'm sorry, Hutch. You don't have to like TikTok. You're allowed to not like or like TikTok, whichever you prefer. And did I pronounce TikTok really weird? What was your point, Hutch?
What? It's me and Brittany's friendiversary. Happy friendiversary,
Happy
Brittany.
friendiversary!
There's some Facebook bullshit that's going on right now.
It's a Facebook bullshit. We've been friends for I don't know how long on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know how long either.
Yeah. So when they tell you this, they give you a quiz that you can, like, I don't know, like, They show you pictures. Which one got the most comments? Which was your first group that you joined? Stuff like that. So I said, Brittany, why don't you take this test during our podcast? I've already taken it earlier, and we can compare scores.
You scored an 80%, so it's pretty high.
All right,
yeah,
here we go.
I think you can best it.
All right, so Brittany.
Yeah.
Now a little bit of commentary. Let's pretend like Hutch and Michelle aren't here, just so that we can like have a secret confessional time in the like reality show closet.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get up.
Do you think he's doing this?
Hold on.
Do you think Hutch is doing this just to prove that he's a better friend than you are?
He might be. He might be trying to make me look like a fool in front of all of these people. He even has me.
Yeah, this is like
I'm recording my screen right now so that he can see the answers. I can't even lie and be like, I scored a 95. Like he's gonna see everything.
Oh, that's your mistake. You should have.
I might go back and watch this podcast. That's right.
All right, I'm gonna hit play.
Okay, so when you go through each of these, like if there's like these pictures that like you remember, like give a little like anecdote about what they're from and.
Okay, so the first question, it's 1 of 5.
Talk about how well you know Hutch.
The first question is 1 of 5, and it says which photo of you two has the most comments. And the first photo is a picture of me and Hutch, and at the time Brian. I think we were at like Animazement or something. I think we're wearing like Animazement lanyards, and then the second photo is the 3 of us in a car, and we were on our way to see the eclipse.
Yeah.
So
I would say the
eclipse one is probably the one that got the most comments. No,
Michelle, don't help her.
Okay, yeah, because the other one is hentai based.
What was the first public event you both said you were going to? The first question, or the first answer is Half Empty Energy Tank needs you to like us on Facebook. The second one is reach out and
Thirsty for life.
reach out and play a live gaming event for charity. The third one is Molly Jam Durham. And the fourth one is vote against Amendment 1 and like the page for updates.
Wow.
Ooh, it's either the Half Empty Energy Tank needs you to like us on Facebook or Molly Jam Durham, I would think.
That's what I was between as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Molly Jam Durham. Nope, that was wrong. It's the Half Empty. Wow, I'm not doing great on this quiz.
I guessed on that one as well. I had no idea.
How many Facebook groups are you both in?
Hutch, if you score higher, does that make you the king of friendship?
Yes.
We're gonna have to get him a crown.
He's on his way.
I will need a crown for it.
Okay.
Hutch, if are you gonna make me do this when it becomes our friendship anniversary?
Next time, I think I have done this on yours once before, but I didn't challenge you to it. I will do it. I will say
I try to avoid giving Facebook more information on myself, but if I see that on our friendship anniversary, which I think will coincide with when MLG was, I will do it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Because I'm your friend.
I love it.
All right. How many Facebook groups are you both in? 2, 6, 1, or 8?
Oh, fuck that.
I don't think,
random ass
I don't think that we're in a lot of groups together. I'm going to say 2. Nope. 8? We're in 8 groups together? What the fuck?
I bet I know which
Think
one.
of how many like groups we have that are like between like the events that we run. I'm sure it counts that shit too.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so 4 or 5 is another. Which photo has the most likes on Facebook? The first photo is the 3 of us staring at the eclipse with glasses on.
With glasses on.
The second photo is all of us in the Mount Airy crew at Friendsgiving this past year. The third photo is, again, the 3 of us in the car on the way to the solar eclipse. And the fourth one is the 3 of us. I want to say this was outside of Game Grumps Live.
Oh, yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah. I want to say either maybe it's the Friendsgiving one, because there's a lot of people tagged in that one, so chances are a lot of people liked it. Oh, I got it wrong. Nope. No, it was the one where we were outside of Game Grumps Live. I would not have guessed.
Yep.
Oh, really? Right. I think I got that one wrong too.
So 5 of 5. Which photo was first posted on Facebook? So there's one of.
This one's easy.
This one is Hutch, me, Juggle Boy, Brian at the time, and Greg. I guess it's when Greg first came and saw us. And the second one is Jairus with Beans' cat butt right beside his face. Hutch, me, and Brian. Honestly, I guess it's the one with Greg. Yeah. Because this one seems, you're like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the second one was taken like within the past like few months.
It's while recording Heat Wave.
Okay,
so.
yeah. You're right. I don't know what's happening. So yeah, I scored a 20% versus Chris, who scored an 80%.
He only got one wrong.
Wow. Apparently we've been friends for 7 years. Nice.
Wow, very nice.
I wonder what groups we're in.
I guess.
That's funny.
Do I need to do that? Like, do we need to do that with each other?
Yeah.
Like, all of each other?
Let's try. I mean, if it pops up,
I think it only pops up, though, on your anniversary on Facebook. Like, it's not a thing you can
I'll keep that in mind in future.
I have no clue when Michelle and I's friendiversary is.
Yeah.
I think I know when Hutch's and mine is, and I think I know when Brittany's and mine is. But I'm also really bad at adding people on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
there's also
it's possible we were friends in real life, but not on Facebook. So
yeah.
Also,
and that's like I think mine with Hutch might actually be close to the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Hutch, we hung out the first time at MLG and then didn't really hang out after that until, like, the 4th of July, I think.
No, so we first met at the that first test stream before Mega Marathon 1, and then we hung out at MagFest. And then I think after that we hung out at ECGC or either that or it was at my house.
At ECGC, we hung out at MLG.
Yeah.
But I don't think... Wait, fuck.
Because I never did MLG.
I guess Mega Marathon 1 was before that.
Yeah, he didn't do MLG because we stayed with Sebastian at MLG.
Yeah, that's how we met Sebastian.
That's right.
Yeah, it was the first ECGC that I brought everybody to that we stayed with Hutch.
Yeah.
And at the time, Hutch wasn't technically
I wasn't at the first one. Yeah. I was at the second one.
Yeah, Hutch was technically not part of the Heat group, but I got him a ticket because he was letting us stay at his house. And then I was just like, why don't you just do this with us? That's literally what it came down to.
I'm going to be fucked on this because I just realized I don't know when we became friends.
I don't either, yeah. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably around 4th of July.
So
that seems right.
All of this shit on Facebook is bullshit anyway, so I wouldn't feel bad about any of it. Brittany, don't feel bad about it.
I don't.
But I routinely scored.
Hutch and I's friendship is solid. I'm not going to let some Facebook quiz tell me otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah, we lived with Hutch for 3 years. I think we've got, and we don't hate each other afterwards. I think we got the friendship thing on lock.
Yep.
And we all 4 of us lived together for 1 whole month.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a weird month. That was really fun. The weird part for me and Brittany was it was fun, except for the fact that we got kicked out of our home and we lived in a living room.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Yeah, me and Brittany pretty much hated that. Not because of Jairus, though.
No, I just hated that. I wish we could have moved to Raleigh under other circumstances.
Yeah. I mean, living in a living room with your significant other and 2 cats is not fun.
And 2 of your best friends.
Yeah, no, that was the best part about it. Except Brittany and I were not used to living with other people, and it took a lot of adjusting.
Yep.
6 entities in a 3-bedroom house with only 2 usable bedrooms.
Yep.
Or like sleepable bedrooms.
Yep. Yep, good time. Great oldies.
Sweating to the oldies.
I think my favorite Hutch memory though is when we went to see the solar eclipse.
That was so
That was
awesome.
a lot of fun.
I was really excited for one reason. So when at the time I wasn't used to Hutch just like going, fuck it, I'm going on a vacation, or fuck it, I'm going on a trip. That was not a part of Hutch that I thought existed.
Yeah.
So when I was just like, hey Hutch, we're doing this, do you want to come? And then I was like, hey Hutch, I need you to come so you can help me with the bed and breakfast.
Well, we were gonna just sleep in our car, I think.
Yeah, we were going to go and sleep in our
Originally.
car. And
But-
then Hutch came along, and we got a B&B, and I said I would share the cost, but I would have to pay him back later.
My
But,
favorite part was that we were supposed to get like 2 bedrooms, and then it ended up being 1 bedroom. So it was like,
And Hutch had to
hey, Hutch,
sleep on a
you can
futon?
sleep on this futon.
Oh my god.
But he slept like sitting up because he was having a lot of issues with his acid reflux at the time. So you wake in the middle of the night, Hutch is just sitting across from us, just like it's like he's sitting in the dark staring at us.
The only way you knew he was there was from the glow of his cigarette.
It was such a weird night, too, because the lady would not turn on the air conditioning.
Yeah, she turned it
So
off
it
in
was-
the middle of the night.
It was super fucking
It was
sweaty.
so hot on that trip, but
And then, like, the rest of the trip was sweaty, too, because it was summer.
it was still really worth it, though. It was
Yeah.
really cool to see the
I
eclipse.
can't wait to go to Canada for the next solar eclipse.
Yeah, 2024.
Yes.
I saw the eclipse standing outside of my office building.
Yeah, but you didn't see a total eclipse. Me, Brittany, and Hutch went and saw a total eclipse.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little
Yeah.
Jairus, you should come with us to the total eclipse in Canada. We're gonna go hang out with Julian.
We're in Canada.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Okay, yeah, I'm in.
We're
I don't know why that made the difference.
I don't know either, but we're actually the.
No,
If it was Montreal, fuck that place.
I love Julian because Julian is one of those people who, so like I hadn't had a real conversation with Julian between like MagFest 2 or Mega Manathon 2 and this last year.
Yeah.
And him and I went and got beers together, and I met his lady friend at the time. I don't know if
No, they're
still-
together.
because okay, good. But like we hung out, and you know, there are some people where you hang out after not seeing them and you're like, I don't know how to interact with you anymore.
Yeah.
But Julian's just a great fucking dude.
Julian is one of the most welcoming
Yeah,
people
he's-
I've ever met.
He's really easy to talk to.
Yeah.
I didn't
know
talk
what?
to him until like the last Mega Marathon, and like we were just sharing drinks backstage, and like we were just chit chatting. Like it was great. It was the first time I'd actually really spent some time with him. So yeah, that dude is
He's
wicked
fucking
cool.
rad.
You know what? That just convinced me we're going to have to invite him to be an over the mic, like a Discord guest or something. Because we can have guests right now saying how fuck it. Everyone else is on the mic.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, let's get Julian on.
So yeah, let's. I'll message him. Maybe we'll get Julian on sometime soon.
Okay.
But with that, that's the end of our.
Call this episode Friendship Test featuring Julian Spillane.
I will. I'm actually going to do that. All right. Well, with that, we'll see you
Well,
for the
happy anniversary, Hutch.
Happy Friendiversary, everyone!
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. All right.
Perfect.
That was perfect.
I'm 100% in on getting Julian.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I figured getting a third person. Wait, I've got that slot open for guest for a
A
reason.
third person.
Yeah, a third over Discord person.
Okay.
Well, because Michelle and Brittany are one person, Hutch and I are a second person.
That's right.
Because tonight is the night the two become one.
When two become one.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Spice Girls.
I don't know if you heard that or not, but
Oh yeah.
thank you, Spice
So
Girls.
here's a good question. Which Spice Girl gave you downstairs feelings?
Ginger Spice.
Ginger?
Yeah.
Ginger, definitely.
I was always a Ginger Spice.
I was on board with Ginger, yeah.
Ginger, Baby, Posh, all of them.
Yeah, I liked Baby.
Just literally all of
all
them.
of them. I liked Baby and Scary
I think Sporty
Spice.
Spice was the only one I was like, eh. because she was the most like boyish one, tomboyish one, and I was just not into that.
I think it was for me. It was like Ginger Posh early, and then as I evolved as a human and like went through puberty, Scary more than Posh.
Scary is Ginger. Scary is so hot
Scary
now.
was my pick.
Okay,
I don't like listening to her talk.
that's fair.
Because I saw clips of her on The Voice, and I don't think she gets jokes.
For me, it's because she's British, and she's like
They're all British.
They're all British.
No, she is a very specific British. She's like Cockney British, and I just that accent, the Cockney accent, complete turn off.
What?
Wow! I'm like, okay, look. No, just why are you doing that?
What as pronounced W-O-T?
I didn't know we were owls.
Glass of water.
Oh man! So you guys ready to finish this up?
Let's get it.
All right,
Yes.
Brittany, you ready?
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at a Wish ad. I'm trying to guess what all the products are.
Is it all dildos and weird kitchen appliances that you can't figure out the
pretty
use
much.
for?
It was like this little tube that this little kid could pee in, and like a pair of pantyhose, but also a place for your dick to hang out.
Oh, I want to know about that.
So
That's definitely a future topic. It's got it.
Michelle, did I ever tell you when I was doing freelance shit, I did a consultancy with a hosiery company, like a manufacturer of pantyhose, and I told them like they were trying to come up with like a new fresh marketing approach.
Yeah.
And I, like, in going through all of their products, realized that they had a set of pantyhose with a zipper on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, 100% the market for this is drag queens and people who are transitioning.
Yep.
And they were like, nope, we don't want to do it. We're a good Christian company. And I was like, all right, fuck you. I've got nothing else for you.
That's fair. Fuck that good
Also,
Christian
here's
company.
some lipsticks that look like dog dicks. I'm gonna like send you guys some screenshots of these. I'll just put it in the chat.
And I was like,
Just
I was
keep a
subcontracted
treasure
on that
trove
shit.
of them.
so I asked the person who subcontracted me, like, ask them who the fuck they think this is for then.
Yeah. I don't know what a Christian company would do with pantyhose with fucking zippers.
Yeah. They came back with some dumb shit like putting in tampons or something. And I was like, that's somehow grosser than
yeah, that is correct.
like
Yeah, that's like a half-assed tampon application. And what?
So yeah, do you know what that pigeon thing is? Because I don't know.
Is that a tongue condom?
I don't know. I don't know. That's another one. That's the first one that I was like, what is this?
the pigeon thing? What the fuck?
my favorite part of this screenshot, Barclay,
Yeah.
is the bottom of the post above it. Out here with all that ass, good God Almighty. Namaste.
The original post is bumblebees really just be flying out here with all that ass, good God Almighty.
No, I'm going to have nightmares about this pigeon thing.
Yeah,
what the
what
fuck
is
is going
that
on?
pigeon thing?
Is
I
this
don't
a
know.
pigeon holder?
It's like the hold your pigeon. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like a spoon rest, but for a pigeon.
All right, and
Did you click that fucking ad and find
No,
out?
I didn't. I'm scared.
God damn it.
It's like when you want to keep your pigeon from flying away.
Also, I don't think it actually goes to the product. It'll just
It goes
make
to
you
the app.
like open the app or download the app or something. Because
Yeah,
I
fucking
have
Facebook.
clicked on them before. Yeah, it just takes you to the app. Because you just don't know what the shit is.
You never will.
Never will.
All right, go
So,
ahead.
Michelle, in my memories, I got that this is the 7-year anniversary of my Star Fox 64 stream, where we discovered the best thing about Reese,
Yeah, I also had to.
which is that.
I also had to delete that that highlight because you said the N word. And I was just like, "What the fuck?" On the sidelines of my stream.
I remember that. You just said it like
Fuck, I was problematic.
you said it just like
thought it
you
was-
would fuck. Like you just said it out loud. Like
That's all it was.
Like, you were like, fuck.
It had no
but
connotation.
it was the N word.
And I was just like,
And then you were like, well, and then you didn't mention it. Like
you
you
just
knew
kept
immediately
playing.
that it
You were
was.
quiet for 5 minutes after that.
I'm sorry. I thought it was cool to be edgy. I'm a shit.
No, you never did that again.
Yeah.
And I think it was really funny because your biggest stream for a long time was right after that. You did the Blood Dragon stream right after that.
That was really fun.
That was fun. We had the fucking director of the game show up.
Yeah.
That was
I still follow him on Twitter.
he's funny. I wish they do more Blood Dragon games.
Yeah.
Which leads into my next topic.
Oh, it didn't work.
There you
It
go.
works now.
Wait, are you including? Please don't include all
Oh,
of
no,
that.
no. We're just
God.
starting, like, now it's starting.
Do you want to watch Heat Wave before anyone else? Well, there's an easy way to do that. Just back us up on Patreon at patreon.com/halfemptyetank and be the first to watch the episodes.
Hi, welcome.
Take it to the core.
Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grape smellers, oranges, and coconut shells.
God damn it. Welcome to Heat Wave.
Anime titties.
Last segment for this week's episode, I want to talk about video game remakes.
Anime titties.
Video game remakes. We can remake some anime
Video game-
titties if you want. There's been a lot of video game remakes. Final Fantasy VII, the remake just came out. Resident Evil 3 remake just came out recently. What video game do you think is the most deserving to get a remake?
Donkey Kong 64.
Okay. No surprise there.
I want to see Donkey Kong 64, but with like God of War graphics.
Okay.
Oh,
I just want to
that would
see
be awesome.
a fucking ripped ass gorilla just blasting people with a coconut gun.
You know that what's great is that is the game where they gave all of them real life animal noises too.
Yeah.
Like Donkey Kong 64 is the only time Donkey Kong, except maybe Smash, has like real life gorilla
Oh,
noises.
really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you guys think? Does anyone here have a game that they would like to get remade?
Altered Beast.
Ooh, okay. You know they did that though. It's a
What?
There's a PS2 game.
Are you talking about the fighting game?
Yeah.
That's not an Altered Beast remake.
Are you thinking about Primal Rage?
No, I'm talking about Altered Beast, the
Sega game?
Sega Genesis side-scrolling beat 'em up,
Yeah, that's on PS2.
where you become a werewolf.
Yeah, that's on PS2.
Well, they made a version. I don't think it's a remake.
We're remaking games that are on the PS2.
You're right.
Fuck off!
Okay, so instead of remaking
I
a
like how I got defensive for a second and then was like, wait a second. This is some bullshit.
Wow, way to be a jerk.
Yeah, sorry. No, that'd be awesome.
Fuck off with your Titanic
Yeah,
looking.
You do it like
Someone needs
Rose.
to play the whistle.
If you keep behaving like this, I'm not going to paint you like one of my
You're
friends.
not gonna paint me?
Like one of his French girls.
Oh, he clicked out, and I was like, I thought he was literally going to paint on me, and I was just like, what?
Do we?
I can paint.
do we
That's for the
watch-
remake of Titanic.
Oh, that's right. I'm here for
They
the...
did remake Titanic in 3D. You guys remember that when they were going through like they were weirdly like we're gonna like re-release all these movies in 3D. Titanic was one of them.
Yeah.
I
I heard they made a sequel to Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
or something like
Titanic 2 still tote.
The ship strikes back.
Titanic 2 still Tanakin. That's not funny. Nobody laughed.
I didn't.
I'm laughing.
Oh man,
It's been 100 years.
it's okay.
Tragedy plus time equals
Too
extra
soon.
tragedy.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying is icebergs can't melt steel hulls.
This is going some places. This is my favorite video game remake so far. By the way, has anyone here played all the shitty Titanic games? There's so many shitty Titanic games that were made for the NES.
That's amazing.
My favorite one is where you get to
Titanic.
play as Rose to save Jack while the water is filling up on the boat.
I thought Titanic came out after the NES.
It
thought would
did.
be like a PlayStation.
He said it did.
It did.
They went back and made an NES game.
Yeah, it's a Chinese knockoff Titanic NES game.
They were like, this won't work for the PlayStation, but what if we went back
Perfect to be remade.
a couple consoles? And yeah, that sounds terrible.
Hutch, you got anything?
You know, I was going to say Sonic 2, but they've already kind of remade those stages in various games. You know,
Well, on top of that, the Chris Whitehead version just needs to coming out on a fucking console and not be stuck to mobile. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that would be good. The finished
Talk about
Sonic
it.
2.
yeah. There's a definitive version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and it's only on mobile with no fucking buttons.
Mm-hmm.
How about
It's-
remake of Sonic CD? Sonic CD is kind of...
You mean like a repathing of it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, I
What
get
about
that.
you? What's
Guitar Man.
Okay.
Guitar Man absolutely needs a remake.
Not Samba de Amigo.
Hold on, I've got multiple games.
Just let her go.
But some of the Amigo,
Oh, I was working up to Samba de
some of the
Amigo.
Amigo needs to be a VR game. It needs to be like a Beat Saber competitor.
I too would like to knock the lamps off the tables and throw up.
Yes.
Please make more VR games.
Okay. We have no room to talk. You already don't like VR games.
Exactly, for those reasons.
Well, you don't like rhythm games either. This is not for you.
I did punch the wall playing Gorn.
You did punch the wall playing what?
Gorn?
Oh, yeah.
Like, arena. Yeah.
I like that game.
It's a fun game, but I also punched the wall.
Well, that
The
happens.
key is that you have to set your foot box smaller than your arm reach.
And you have a big wingspan.
I've got a wide wingspan, yeah.
So, fun fact, I'm going to announce something that I've never told. I punched Hutch's TV one time.
I just like, that's why it doesn't work.
What? I mean, you know, it's a hand-me-down piece of shit TV.
Hutch walked in.
But what? So
Hutch came in the next morning, turned on the TV, and he was like, "Who hurt you, sweetie?"
So I was, you know, when the VR was set up in the living room, Hutch.
yeah.
Yeah, one time I took a big old swing. I think it was fucking Gorn. Holy shit, I didn't even think about this. And I took a big old swing at an enemy, and oh man,
Wow.
I clipped the TV a bit.
Wow, I'm glad you didn't break it.
No, I was glad too. I was really,
You know, that's not the worst thing that's ever happened to a TV. So back in college, I was holding a beer for a friend, and to preface, I don't drink beer. I hate it. I can't do it. For those who don't know, you guys know. So someone decided to be a cool dude and tap the top of the glass.
Oh, okay.
And then it started foaming up, and I was like, well, I'm not fucking, like, drinking this, so I put my thumb over it, and then it just spewed, and it spewed on my friend's TV.
That's amazing.
And it was just like, oh, no.
Thankfully, at the time, it was a CRT television.
No, it was
Nothing
like one of his
happened.
new LCD TVs.
Oh no.
Nice.
He eventually got it swapped out with another one.
Did it break it?
From somewhere. No, it didn't break. I don't think it broke it. I don't think it hurt it.
But it was still like the
I
stress.
Still sticky forever.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember
Have a
that
sticky TV.
it was eventually traded out with another one.
Ugh.
So
Hutch,
a happy ending eventually.
Hutch, I'm actually surprised that you didn't talk about this because we talked about it earlier, but we've both been thinking about the Panzer Dragoon Saga potential remake that might be coming up.
Oh yeah.
That's
Go ahead.
because that game can. So apparently, Japanese developers used to delete their codes after they were done making video games.
Delete.
So they would just clean up their computers. So the master code for Panzer Dragoon Saga and several other games from that time and before are gone. They're just gone. And that's why like Kingdom Hearts had so much trouble with all their remakes. Because they had to actually just remake the whole fucking game.
That's really funny.
So, Panzer Dragoon Saga, and actually all the Panzer Dragoon games are getting remade right now. And hopefully, if Panzer Dragoon, the original game, is successful, they'll all be remade. But going back to Guitar Man. Guitar Man really can't be played right now unless you have a CRT or you have a PSP. It's on PS2 with no HD controls, or it's on PSP. And it's pretty unplayable in every modern sense right now. So it could really, really use the HD upgrade. And then, Someday Amigo, there's way better motion controls now. Like VR, so I would love to make like a VR Someday Amigo game. Jairus, you got anything besides Ultra Beasts?
So one of the few games that I feel nostalgia for was released as Out of This World in the United States,
okay,
and something else internationally to the Googs.
So we recently at work, I'm sure everyone.
Another World.
Oh, Another World. Didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we did Another World.
Yeah, we did Another World, but I think we just did a port of it.
But that's a re-release.
Yeah,
that's a port.
Yeah,
like a remake.
It wasn't like a remake.
So like all hand animation kind of thing or something like that.
So like Flashback did. Flashback had a proper remake.
Okay.
So that would be the wait. Flashback got a proper remake.
It did, yeah.
What the fuck? Because that was going to be the other thing.
I actually didn't know about that either.
Those are like two of the only platform games that I enjoyed.
Okay. I'm actually surprised to hear you say that. For me, like the other games that were very similar to that were like Prince of Persia.
I liked Prince of Persia as well.
But
Prince of Persia's gotten remakes on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, and I personally prefer those versions. They feel more like action adventure instead of platformers.
So for me,
despite the Godsmack, sorry.
I played Prince of Persia on the first computer that I ever owned, which was a Mac 2.
Okay, yeah.
And we had the floppy disk for it, but we didn't have the manual.
Oh,
and
boy.
there was a certain point in Prince of Persia 2 where, as an anti-piracy measure, they had this room, and it was like, okay, drink the potion that is the third letter of the second word in the fourth paragraph of page 31 of the manual.
What the fuck?
Yep.
So I just never got past that part. So I don't have, like, while I have a deep fondness of Prince of Persia, I never beat it because of that.
I can see that. So I always had trouble with those games because they were very extremely like touch and go. You had to play it, fuck up, do it again, fuck up, do it again, fuck up to like get there. And granted, a lot of games I do love are like that, but I just always had trouble with those games. Once you know it, though, you know it. You get them memorized and you can fly through those games.
Yeah, I had a hard time with that. Like that kind of mechanic. I much preferred, like, I didn't like games where there was only one way to win.
Okay, yeah.
Or like one way to get past a thing, and you had to learn and memorize that one thing. I much preferred games that either didn't have a specific way to win or had like a flexible thing that allowed you to kind of understand it. So you didn't have to be like pixel perfect, but you could learn patterns and things like that.
Okay.
And I recognize that I'm describing most platformers, but like that's why I got into RTSs and first person shooters more than platformers.
Well, speaking of platformers, there's a giant rumor going right now that Nintendo is getting ready to remake every 3D Mario game for the 35th anniversary of Mario.
I'm excited for
And with
Mario
that-
64.
Exactly.
I feel like we got a taste of that at the end of Mario Odyssey. And it looked really awesome, so it'd be cooler to keep delving in that direction.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is
Wait, I don't think there's a Wario game that's included in that.
a Wario game that what?
Would be included in that.
No.
If they're only remaking 3D.
Yeah, all of the WarioWare game, or not WarioWare, but Wario World games are all 2D. Although they did Wario World 4 on the Wii is one of the best looking games ever. It's all hand drawn. It's amazing looking. But
Wait a second. You're confusing me with the names. You said Wario World?
yeah, or Wario Land. My bad.
Are we talking? Okay, we're talking about Wario. We're not talking about Mario games.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
we jumped from Mario to Wario.
We just further confused.
Bamboozled you.
But no, what Mario 3D
Hutch,
Mario game are you looking forward to
Michelle
the
was
most?
talking about Mario games being remade, and I was expressing anger that Wario games weren't being remade.
Ah, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I never played any of the Wario games. Are they good?
I got you, fam. I don't think I have either, except for Wario.
They are
World.
all fantastic. My favorite one, oddly enough, is the VR one. By VR, I mean Virtual Boy. So
Yeah, I was about to say, bro.
no, the Wario game on Virtual Boy is fantastic.
about
It's
that
the
one.
only good one. The best way to play it, though, is emulation.
Okay.
It's a fantastic game.
So it's on a screen and not actually like directly in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
You're
Do
playing
not
it.
play it on a Virtual Boy. Just play it on an emulation system.
Okay.
Just emulate it. You'll never see me say that in any other situation, I think. But yeah, it's the best way to play it. Oh no, the one game I'm looking forward to would probably be like Super Mario Sunshine. While it still looks great now, I would like to see what they could do with that.
Yeah. So one of my
Luigi's Mansion.
That's actually on the
Just
list.
kidding. They made Luigi's Mansion too.
one of my
And three.
favorite games I actually did recently remake, and that was all the Crash Bandicoot games.
Okay.
So I was really happy, especially that first one. That's my jam.
Yeah.
And they remade it, and it's awesome. So
I went through the Spyro games too because the pack we bought came with the Spyro trilogy too, and it was awesome.
Spyro as well.
All right, well,
I am excited for the potential for more Resident Evil remakes. So
which
they
one do you
threw
think
out
they're gonna do next?
I would really like for Code Veronica to be the next one, but I have a feeling they're going to do maybe Zero or a proper remake of the first one, or well, I mean, they did remake it once; they could do it again. I'd like Code Veronica. I mean, that's kind of like the last one between then and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, fingers crossed.
All right. Well, does anyone got anything else, or we're just gonna go ahead and knock this one out?
I think I'm good.
Bye.
I've said
Bye,
it.
everybody. Subscribe, like, comment. Oh, Hutch got something?
I want a remake to Sewer Shark. Thank you for listening and watching my podcast. Bye bye.
Do you want a remake or do you want a remastered port like all the other ones that have been
Yes.
released? That
Yes.
one? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't think you wanted them to go around and refilm
I want to
everything.
shoot the
Remake.
tubes.
Okay.
I want a Mortal Kombat 2 remake.
Just 2?
Yeah.
All right.
Would you want that remake to have people to be dressed or digitized again?
Ooh,
No, I want the art to be the way it is now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week for episode 17 of Heatwave.
Bye.
Actually, I want Mortal Kombat in VR so that when you get a fatality done,
So I can punch more walls.
you can punch more walls. And for first-person fatalities.
Oh man.
Sorry, I just don't want Michelle to end the
Everyone just
podcast.
starts crying. But it's like it's that video capture where it's actual people, so you're just like stabbing. And you're like, oh no!
It's so real.
Wow. That's great.
Bye.
Bye-bye.